What makes a golf course the best? That's what we'll be finding out today as I go over the top 5 golf courses in the world. And let me be clear, this isn't just a list of fancy courses. This is about courses that truly make you feel something as a golfer. Whether it's tackling frustrating bunkers, staring down intimidating greens, or just soaking up the atmosphere, these courses should be on your bucket list. Not just for the challenge, but for the whole experience. And if you really love golf, you'll make it your life's mission to play golf course number 1 on this list. Stick around to learn more about this beauty. Golf Course 5. The first golf course on our list is Barnbougle Dunes in Tasmania, Australia. Now I know what you're thinking, Tasmania, really? But yes, Barnbougle Dunes deserves a spot on this list. This is golf in its purest form. You've got rolling fairways, thick rough, and bunkers that look like they were carved by the wind itself. It's raw, rugged, and a bit wild, but that's what makes it amazing. Barnbougle Dunes has this natural, unpolished feel that you don't get a lot of on the big name courses. The fairways are wide, but they roll and dip in ways that make every shot unpredictable. The greens are large and have multiple pin positions that can totally change the difficulty of a hole. The wind here is constant and unpredictable, so even the simplest hole can turn into a challenge. This is a course that doesn't care if you're a pro or an amateur, it'll test you either way. The atmosphere is relaxed, and you won't find any of the exclusivity that comes with some of the more famous courses. Barnbougle is all about the game and the scenery. You're out there surrounded by dunes, ocean views, and maybe the occasional kangaroo. It's a place where you can really just focus on the game, the landscape, and the fun of trying to tackle a course that's as much a part of nature as it is a golf experience. Golf Course 4. Now let's hop over to Northern Ireland for Royal Country Down. This course is just pure drama, with the Mourne Mountains in the background and the Irish Sea running alongside it. If you're a fan of those rugged, natural landscapes, Royal Country Down will blow you away. The fairways weave through towering sand dunes, and on a clear day, the views are incredible. Playing here, though, is tough, no doubt about it. The rough is as thick as it comes. If your ball goes in there, it's like it vanishes into some alternate dimension. And the fairways are narrow, so if you can't hit it straight, it'll be a long day. You also get a lot of blind shots here. Unlike some courses where you can see the pin from a distance, Royal Country Down has you aiming over dunes with only markers to guide you. The 9th hole is a great example. You're hitting over a dune into a narrow fairway, and if you don't know the course, it's a total guessing game. Plus, the wind off the sea is no joke. It can turn a solid iron shot into a slice that goes halfway across the fairway. But that's part of what makes this place great. Every round feels like an adventure. Walking away from here with a decent score is something to be proud of. Golf Course 3. Next up is Pebble Beach in California. Pebble Beach is one of those courses where the scenery is so stunning it's almost distracting. Here you'll see dramatic cliffs, the Pacific Ocean crashing up against the coast, and cypress trees all around. This is the kind of place where every hole feels like it's straight out of a golf calendar. The 7th hole here is one of the most famous in the world. It's a short par 3, only about 100 yards, but it's right on the edge of the coast, and the wind off the ocean makes it play way harder than it looks. Then there's the 18th hole. It's a par 5 that runs right along the water with cliffs on one side and a line of cypress trees on the other. It's one of the most beautiful finishing holes in golf. But don't let the view distract you, because the fairway is narrow and you'll need all the focus you can muster to finish strong. One of the best things about Pebble Beach is that it's open to the public. Sure, the green fees are high, but the chance to play where legends like Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods have competed is worth every penny. You're not just playing around, you're experiencing the history of the US Open in a place that's both challenging and breathtaking. Golf Course 2. Next, we have Augusta National in Georgia, the site of the Masters. Augusta is iconic. Even if you've only ever watched golf, you know Augusta. It's where some of the biggest moments in golf history have happened. The course itself is beautiful, with rolling fairways lined with those famous Georgia pines and bright azaleas that practically glow. But don't let the beauty fool you. Augusta can humble even the best golfers. One of the trickiest things about Augusta is the greens. They're some of the slickest, fastest greens in the world. Imagine putting on a glass table tilted downhill. Any tiny error in your line or speed and your ball's rolling off into oblivion. Then there's Amen Corner, holes 11, 12, and 13. This is where things get intense. You've got the 12th hole, a short par 3, only 155 yards, but Rays Creek winds around it, just waiting for you to miss by a few feet. And the wind here doesn't just blow in one direction, it's constantly swirling, making club choice a total guess. The 13th is a par 5 with a hard dogleg left. You've got to hit a hook around the corner to even think about a good approach. With all the trees, the creek, and the pressure of being on such a famous course, it's no wonder so many players have watched their chances slip away here. Augusta isn't just a golf course, it's a mind game. Getting a par here feels like a birdie anywhere else, and just finishing a round without blowing up on the greens is an accomplishment. Golf Course 1. Of course, number 1 on this list has to be a course that's essentially the heart of golf itself, St Andrews Old Course in Scotland. Now, you've probably heard of St Andrews. It's also called the home of golf, and for a good reason. When you're teeing off on that first hole, you can almost feel the history around you. This course is where the game we know today was shaped. Legends like old Tom Morris, Jack Nicklaus, and Tiger Woods have walked the same fairways you're on here. There's something almost sacred about it, like you're a small part of the game's past and future all at once. Now let's talk about what it's like to actually play St Andrews. The course itself looks deceptively wide open, which can feel refreshing compared to the tree-lined courses most of us are used to. But here's the twist. That North Sea breeze isn't just a breeze. It's more like a relentless, invisible force that can take your straightforward shot and send it way off course. And then there are the bunkers. Calling them sand traps doesn't quite cut it. They're more like sand pits of doom. Take Hell Bunker on the 14th hole for example. It's deep enough that if your ball lands in there, you might feel like you're trying to climb out of a sinkhole. And then we've got the road hole, the famous 17th. To hit the fairway, you actually have to aim over a corner of the Old Course Hotel. If that doesn't get your heart rate up, nothing will. And when you finally get to the green, you're greeted by a nasty bunker just lying in wait, plus an actual road that runs alongside it. You don't play the road hole for the score, you play it for the story you'll be telling every other golfer you meet. Each of these 5 golf courses has its own atmosphere, its own quirks, and its own way of making you fall in love with the game all over again. You'll remember these courses long after the scorecard is tucked away. Which of these golf courses have you played, or would you like to play? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful or interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more golf videos like this.